Hope you've all been good. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I actually lost track of the time. I apologize. There we go. It's better. You guys been good. Doing well. Those are new to the channel. I do fast food reviews. International snack reviews. There's curly in the mess. Yeah. I started a live stream Thursday. My knee was bothering me, so I didn't feel up to it. Yeah, we just had my sister visiting for a couple of days, so I was tired, so just got me up really early both days. I think just because he's not used to having people he doesn't know stay in our apartment, so he managed less sleep the last couple of days. He tried to get me up at 7:30 this morning as well, but I told him just go back to sleep. Those who are new, Zeus is our dog. I keep rubbing my eyes because they're watering. So, it's like, oh, she's tired. Why is she rubbing her eyes? Yeah, I don't care. You know what? You're just getting to a point, you just don't care. You know what I mean? You don't think. You're not going to make everybody happy, so there's no point in trying. Anyhow. Hey, Mike. Well, audio's as high as I can go, so sorry. That's what I can do about it. I've got high as it can possibly go, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. I figured maybe it's something on your end, right? Just saying. It may not be me. Anyhow. Well, if I could talk any louder, I'm going to feel like I'm yelling. And I talk on the phone for a living, so I don't want to yell, plus Heath is sleeping. So, you're just going to have to manage, sorry. I'm just saying, it could be your sound settings on your end. Like, I'm just saying, right? Not trying to bug you or anything. I'm just saying in general why people always assume it's a person live streaming, right? And maybe your settings as well. Okay. Oh, anyways. Yeah. I wait till a few more people trickle in here. I don't have that much interesting stories here. Let's see if there's any more I may have missed here. Excuse me, because I did do this a couple of days ago. I do have a story. Get this, Tim Hortons, okay? Their app, a Canadian news outlet here called Global News. Hey, Piggy Trolls, welcome. A Canadian outlet here called Global News. They did an investigative report on Tim Hortons app, and they found that even when people weren't using the app or wasn't open, that it was, tracking their location and so on, right? So anyhow, there's this big lawsuit and all that, class action lawsuit. Guess what Tim Hortons is doing to settle the lawsuit? They're giving, this is not a joke, guys, they're giving every customer a free coffee and a donut. That's their settlement. And I got the email and I was like, are you friggin' kidding me? I get a coffee and a donut because you invaded my privacy? Woohoo! I don't know, like, what do you guys think would be an appropriate settlement? Definitely not a coffee and a donut. I don't think that's appropriate. and there were so many people affected, right? Like, but what they really should have done is given everybody a free $5 gift card. I would have been happy with something like that. Not a free coffee and a donut, but I don't know, like, because they're gift cards, right? They're reloadable. You can, you know, use them over and over again. There's not much you could get with $5, but still, I would have been happy with that. But if you were in my shoes, guys, what do you think would be an appropriate settlement? Definitely not a coffee and a free coffee and a donut. Like, I would like either do the gift card thing, or I would like, I don't know, give everybody a free like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, like 3 free meals or something like that. I don't know. That's just my thing, but I don't know what you guys think would be appropriate. You know, like, I just think though, a free coffee and a donut be a slap in the face. Mike, I don't know why you're making a big deal about the audio, buddy. And I'm not gonna be using the iPad much longer anyhow, guys, because I'm getting the M2 MacBook Air. Hey, Scott, how's it going? So I'm gonna be using that for streaming and editing and so on when I get it. But I'm not getting it though until the end of August, I guess, due to demand, right? So I'm not getting it until then. Sorry. Again, I've got this as loud as I can, guys, okay? See if that's better. I've got it up as high as I can. I know you're not trolling. I wasn't accusing you of trolling, Mike. Oh my goodness. I wasn't accusing you of trolling. Anyways, yeah, so getting the MacBook Air M2 with the Final Cut Pro, so, but I don't get that to the end of August. But once I get that, I'm probably going to be using the MacBook Air more. It's going to take me a while to pay it off, but I did try and order it through PayBrite. If you guys don't know, PayBrite is this company in Canada where you can make payments till you own the thing, right? They have Apple in Canada has financing here through PayBrite, and this doesn't make any sense to me at all. I just took a year to pay off our iMac, which is the same price as this is going to be, and I got approved for that. You know what I mean? I've been paying. We paid it all off. Never missed a payment. Now the computer's 100% ours. No more payments on it. My credit. I'm not gonna tell you what my credit score is, but it's improving. You know what I mean? Since I got the 2 credit cards that I have, it's a lot better than my credit was a year ago. Anyhow, and I still got declined. I don't know, that to me, that just doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? I've never missed payment on any of my bills or anything since we've been here. Like, I have one student loan payment, a student loan thing, but that was the same that I haven't been able to pay off, but that was the same thing a year ago, and we still got approved to get the computer, so I don't know why we declined all of a sudden, but anyhow. Is what it is. So I'm just gonna not be using the one card for a while. Probably is gonna take me a year to pay off, but I must pay way more than the minimum, so that's what you gotta do, right? If you guys don't have credit cards you're afraid to, as long as you pay way over the minimum, then you're good. But anyways. Yeah, no, should be a lot better on that when I get it. I'm supposed to be getting it between the 19th to the 26th of August, and I worry about getting it shipped here because not that someone's going to sign for it and take it. It's just that Apple uses FedEx or UPS. If they use FedEx, then I'm worried because FedEx doesn't even try and call to see if I'm home because we have a buzzer. They don't even though it's on my FedEx account, they need to call the buzzer and press the code for the buzzer. They never do. They only have the last couple of times. You know what I mean? But if they don't do that, you know what I mean? Then they bring it to their pickup center, which the hours suck because they close at 6:30, and if I'm still stuck on rotating shifts again, I won't be able to pick it up. So I don't know. I'm hoping that it's UPS that delivers it because they have better hours for their pickup locations. Anyways, my Keith and Zeus are fine. Keith is sleeping, and Zeus is probably, no, he's not nearby, so he's probably on the couch. Speaking of which, guys, when my sister was here, her boyfriend has a guide dog, Abby, a really sweet black lab, really nice dog. She's about 7, I think. Anyway, she's retiring as a guide dog in a couple of years, and when he gets another dog, then she's gonna be, you know, a pet. She's not gonna be a guide dog any longer. What I do like though is that not only is Mrs. working really good with Abby. He gives her time off to just be a dog. You know what I mean? Just to play or whatever when he's not going anywhere. Right? When he's at home, she gets to be a dog. You know what I mean? So she has a little best of both worlds, I would think. Anyhow, when she was here, she teased Zeus, and of course Zeus tried to be a typical male dog. Where I'm going with this. I'm just glad that excuse me, Zeus is fixed. He's neutered. He never instigated it though. She always did actually. But anyhow, they got along really well. Keith was worried about it, but I wasn't. You know, just because I think when we walk Zeus, when he's on a leash anyway, he feels like, I guess, he has to protect us or he has to defend himself. But that's only natural, right? I think dogs feel. I guess they feel like not trapped, I guess, just like they can't defend themselves as well as they're not loose as supposed to be on leash. But anyway, hope you guys are all good. You're doing well. So I don't know, what would you guys settle for if you were part of this Tim Hortons class action? Like, would you accept free a coffee and a donut? Would you want the gift card? Would you want, like, free meals for a day or free food for a day? That would be a good one. If you're not going to, but I don't think there's any point, you know, giving money. Because, oh, you know what I mean? By the time they pay everybody, it's going to be anyway. Really lovely how much you're actually going to get. Like each person, right? Depending on how many people are involved in the lawsuit, right? If you get $2 or something. I don't know. Just let me know what you guys think or whatever. But I just think they definitely could have offered something better than what they did. Anyway. So I'm gonna go over. You want a free double? Hey, Lynn, welcome. I know, I just don't think a free coffee or a free coffee and a donut is enough. Anyway. focus. Listen to this. McDonald's door barricaded after teens confronted workers and climbed tables. A group of rioting youths were barricaded out of a McDonald's after terrorizing staff and customers. Shocked customers watched on as the chaos captured on video unfolded. I think I could show you guys that. How come I can hear it and I can't see it? Oh, okay. Hold on. Ah! Can't forget. Yeah, who thing keeps coming in the way. It's basically like the barricaded these kids that were causing trouble out of the McDonald's. Hey Brian, welcome. I don't blame them. You know, maybe they're causing trouble and terrorizing staff and customers. I would have tried to block them out of the restaurant too. Sorry, it would. Anyhow, shocked customers watched on as the chaos captured on video folded. It comes as the fast food chain announced a ban on unaccompanied under 18s from their restaurant after 5 p.m. due to a series of attacks on staff. Sunday's incident at a McDonald's in Chatham, Kent. So this is in the UK, guys. I actually thought this was in the US, but it's actually not. Saw youngsters climbing tables and spitting towards overwhelmed workers. Some even pooped. Oh, it was pooped. It popped. He trips. Again, sorry guys, I was coming in. Some people told me in the chat the volumes are good. I have it as loud as I can on the iPad. I don't know why it's a problem. Maybe it's the YouTube app or something. Anyway. I'm getting the MacBook Air, the new one, the M2 soon. So with Final Cut Pro, you had the option of choosing if it came with it or not. So I chose with. So I've eventually switched back to editing on the computer. Just because a lot of times I've been needing to do my thumbnail stuff on the computer. And you know what I mean? Everything works fine the way I have it now. But anyhow. And that comes, I'll be switching to that. Moving on. Because some even popped children's balloons. Amid the carnage, staff were eventually able to block the youths from re-entering the store after barricading the door. A customer who did not want to be named spoke out about the shocking experience. The woman said the kids were climbing. Give me 1 second. Mike, if you have anything going on with the trips in my stream, it's not the appropriate time to bring that up, okay? If you don't mind. It's not the time for that. If you have any issues with that, bring it up privately, please. Anyhow, the woman said the kids were climbing up and down the stairs, picking up wet floor signs and hitting the floor with them. They were also throwing sauces from the second floor. The group even started on an Uber delivery guy. He got involved after the youth confronted a female worker who asked him to leave. She described how a young girl, who could be seen in a 3-minute clip, spat on a male staff member while others in the mob were captured climbing on tables and popping children's balloons. The viral footage received a huge response to social media, with many criticizing the shocking behavior of the youngsters. One user said, "I would absolutely be mortified if that was my son. He would be in there cleaning the tables and toilets by way of an apology. That's for sure. I'm lucky that I know my boy would be one of those kids. Are you sure?" It really bright. Well, I got a more serious story about McDonald's in a minute, but anyhow. Another person described the injustice against the McDonald's team. It's so unfair on the staff. They really don't get paid enough to have to do their job and babysit a bunch of disrespectful teens that think they can do whatever they want. Towards the end of the video, which can't be fully published due to the ages of those involved, staff can be seen barricading the doors with a food sign. One girl even kicked at the sign as a worker grasped onto it. A spokesman for McDonald's said that we are aware of the incident which took place and we are supporting the police with their investigation. We have a zero tolerance policy when it comes to antisocial behavior, both in and around our restaurants. I want to thank our team who acted quickly and professionally to ensure our restaurant remained a welcoming and friendly environment. I know you're just trying to help, Mike. By God, as loud as I can. There's nothing more I can do about it right now. Okay? But, guys, audio is as it is. So, what do you guys think about that? I think that's way too extreme. Like, these are teenagers, right? Like, in this area, this McDonald's is in, they had to make a rule now. They're not allowed in there after 5 p.m. unaccompanied if they're not with an adult, due to previously, starting this kind of incidents. I think they had every right to barricade them out, especially considering the kind of behavior they were having. Especially when people didn't blame on the parents. You know what? Like, no need for them to act like that. You're actually basically just acting like children. Well, no need for that kind of behavior. Where's the start? Okay, well, again, it could be the YouTube app too, right? So, it's crazy all over now. Yeah, it definitely is. Yeah, exactly, right? The rules are in place not just for, to ruin it for everybody. It's because of these kinds of incidents keep on occurring, and they want to stop them from happening, you know? It's just the way the world is now. Well, here's another McDonald's story. You guys probably saw this on the news, even. Yeah, it definitely does. You probably saw this on the news. New York McDonald's worker was critically shot over a dispute with a mother and son, and this is over cold fries. This McDonald's worker lost his life over cold fries. Like, that's way, way, way too extreme. Like, to shoot someone and kill them because your fries weren't hot yet. It was over fries. Excuse me. I'll read more about this. The Brooklyn McDonald's worker was taken to the nearby Brookdale Hospital, where he remained in critical condition. This is of early Tuesday morning. He's since passed away. So they were, yeah. Well, I think the pandemic made that worse. But anyhow, a New York McDonald's workers in critical condition, or they were, after he was shot in the neck outside the fast food restaurant following a dispute on Monday night. The 23-year-old man was only 23. No, you never know. And this is like not just the U.S., guys. Like the last story I just read was the U.K. It's all over now. These kinds of things, no offense to anyone who's from the U.S., tend to mainly happen there. But you're seeing it all over the world now. And it's just nuts. Like over fries. Anyways, he was working at a McDonald's location in Brooklyn when he became embroiled in a verbal argument with a female customer at around 7 p.m. The confrontation escalated into a physical altercation when the woman's son, 20, got involved and the argument spilled out onto the street outside the fast food chain. The 20-year-old is alleged to have shot the McDonald's worker in the neck. The victim was taken to hospital. The 20-year-old was taken into police custody with charges still pending, the NYPD said. Police did not identify either the victim or the suspect. Said investigation into the incident is still underway. Okay, this story doesn't mention it was over cold fries, but I saw an update on the story where they mentioned that the fast food worker lost his life, and it was over cold fries. That was the whole thing was about. The whole argument. Cold fries. Really, instead of going to shooting somebody, you just say, okay, like I'm freaking out. does it hurt to wait a couple of minutes for fresh fries, right? Most places, we ask them, they'll say, can you give me fresh fries? They'll say, sure, no problem. And I know this from experience because I worked at A&W for 14 years and BK for 3 before my current job, so I don't think it's worth, yeah, exactly, Mike, like, shooting somebody over cold fries. Yeah, exactly. It's not worth killing somebody or, even getting in a physical fight with somebody over, it's fries. Just ask them to make you fresh fries. That's all. Like, excuse me, I just shake my head. It's just, the world is just not the same anymore. I'll tell you, since COVID. It's just not. More and more of these incidents, I'm afraid, are becoming more and more common. And not just that, like shootings and so on. Like, I don't know. I just don't know what this world's coming to. I'm sure it was a camel that broke his back thing. They were probably going through a lot at the point. Yeah, yeah, I agree with that, Brian, but still, over fries, though, like, I still think it was way too extreme. You know what I mean? Like, this person I shot was only 23, and I don't know, like, by the cabin now, we were down the seas for fees. Can't wait to live up here. Oh, that's nice. Lan, you're gonna live up there permanently? I'm saying that cabin in country. Oh, hi, Susie. Hi, sweetheart. Come to say hi? Okay, let's see. Hi, Susie. Come here. Come here, buddy. Oh, you good boy? Yes. I'll tell you guys why he's here. He's smart. Zeus knows when I come over to this desk, when I'm not working, he knows I'm going to be doing a food video. This is where I do my food videos. Well, I don't want him to bark, Mike, because he's just sleeping. If it were earlier, no problem. Yeah, Zeus misses his girlfriend. Those who missed the beginning, my sister's staying for a couple of days, and her boyfriend has a guide dog, and she's a really nice lab, really quiet, really calm, really easygoing, and what's really great is to give her time off, right? When they're at home, she gets to be a dog. It's just when they're out, she has to work. Um, you know what I mean? But anyhow, when she tries in a couple of years, my sister, she can't wait. She'll get to spoil her. And he'll get another dog. But anyhow, his dog is a tease. Poor Zeus. When they first introduced them, you're just chasing around each other around the apartment playing, which is cool. But then she started teasing out by like laying on her back. Well, it started out. She looked this thing. And then she'd lay on her back, so then of course Zeus thinks, oh, okay. Thank God he was fixed. Thank God he was neutered. We watched him, of course. I had to tell him to stop, right? Because I don't want him to get in the habit of doing things like that. But anyhow. But anyways, glad we have Zeus here. Yeah, they are very smart. That's for sure. He's laying on the floor now behind me. I know he was looking for. They left yesterday. Yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening. He got this morning. He was looking for. He was moping a little bit, so I think he misses her being around. The thing is, I can't get another dog. One, he's been let me. Two, we don't have we live in an apartment. Zeus is not very big. We have just enough room for him, but no, we don't. I'm in Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, which is part of Halifax. Um, they are in Burlington, Ontario. I'm originally from Burlington, Ontario. I've only been, oh my gosh, the end of October, we've been here 4 years. So, wow. But yeah, originally from Ontario. I am not a Maple Leafs fan. I hate hockey. That sign belongs to my boyfriend. The sarcasm sign, that is mine. Anyways. Yeah, I just told her that, but thanks, Mike. Next up, fake health inspector robbed fast food restaurants. Police in Nevada are attempting to identify a man who was suspected of posing as a health inspector in order to rob two fast food restaurants. The Las Vegas Police Department issued a press release calling for police assistance. Police said that both robberies occurred on July 3rd. Police also shared a video of the suspect who allegedly attempted to trick the fast food workers. In the video, the suspect can be seen speaking to one employer while holding a clipboard. At one moment, the suspect looks directly at the camera while folding back the papers on his clipboard. And there's here. Okay, cool. Yeah, my sister. I was in a cabin here. That's probably what we would call a cottage, I guess, unless it's a log cabin or something like that. Um, they renovated their cottage to make it livable all year round, and now they live at their cottage 6 months of the year, and then the other 6 months, like in the winter, fall winter, they go to Mexico or they go to like other warm places, things like that. So they're snowbirds half the year, and then the other half during their cottage. If you can afford to do that, why not? You know. Folks been really up to that, right? I've never been in Newfoundland. Furthest east I've been is PEI. Reason I haven't been in Newfoundland because I think I have to take a ferry, and I've heard it's not cheap. So we haven't done that yet. But anyways, here, I'll show you guys the video here. Hold on. Apparently, I'll follow you. Okay, that's the guy pretending to be the health inspector. Why would you look at the camera? That's a quick video. The suspect entered a business claiming to be an inspector to his employees to open the safe. Your safe, the press release said, now hold on a minute. I have a problem with that. What health inspector would ask you to open the safe and then take money, and then so they can take money? Or why would they even ask you to open the safe? This got nothing to do with food or health and safety, right? Why would they? I would find that suspicious. You know what I mean? I don't know. That would really bother me, and I'd say, no, I'm not. What? Why do you need to see the safe for? What does that have to do with food safety and the food that we're serving the customers? But that's just me, right? He took, so after he asked for him to open the safe, he took money from the safe and then fled the store and fled the area, apparently. I guess I mean the area around the store. Anyone who recognizes the suspect has information is encouraged to call. Okay, you guys aren't in the Vegas area. It's going to bring the rest. But, like, I don't know. I just have a problem with, like, I've never had health inspector asked to open the safe. And I worked in fast food for like almost 20 years before my current job. And not one health inspector ever asked us to open the safe. Not one. So that would be a huge red flag for me. And plus, it doesn't even look like he's wearing a uniform. Usually, they're not necessarily wearing a uniform. Usually, they're like way more presentable than that, right? They're wearing a nice, you know, suit and tie, a dress shirt was usually tucked in. His shirt, I don't think, was tucked in. You know what I mean? Or at least they're wearing a suit with a jacket, you know, like, I don't know, some official kind of badge or something like that. Hey, Mumbo. Oh, no, don't be sorry. Yeah, I'm going to be on tomorrow night around the same time. Oh, no steak for Zeus. We don't give him people food. Yeah, unless a crumb falls on the floor or I share the bottom of my yogurt container, that's it. But I appreciate it, Mike. Okay, I don't know. Here's the next one. Taco Bell announces return to Mexican pizza. I'm assuming this is only in the U.S. Doesn't matter if you're buying. You still can't have steak. we just don't want to have people food, you know, because I think dogs get sick from people food. Plus, he's growing up. Yeah, his dad had an Alaskan Malamute. He would only feed it beef and gravy, and the dog got so fat they had to put it down. So yeah, that's never gonna happen. Whatever he wants. Okay, there we go. Anyhow, talk about the U.S. Mexican pizza is returning. A fast food chain tweeted the announcement on Tuesday, sharing that fans can expect to see the longtime favorite, which is made up of beef, refried beans, tortillas, cheese, diced tomatoes, and a Mexican pizza sauce. Back in restaurants starting September 15th. The beans have been spilled. Okay. Fans on the social media platform were ecstatic to hear the news, with one user writing, waking up to this news is like waking up to Christmas morning, Halloween, Super Bowl, and sitting down. I wouldn't quite say that, but then I've never had one. One of the best restaurants in Halifax is actually a place called the Bicycle Thief. This place is so popular, even with locals, we couldn't get you have to make a reservation. We couldn't get a reservation the other night, so we ended up going somewhere else. That was just as good, but I don't know. It's this place called a pub restaurant, and their food was really good. Don't get me wrong. And Mumbo, yes, have a good night. But their idea with a lobster roll was lobster meat mixed with mayo inside a piece of toast. To me, that's not a lobster roll. To me, a lobster roll is, and we had one at another place in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia. That's where the Blue Nose is. If you guys don't know what the Blue Nose is, it's this famous historic ship called the Blue Nose. It's on a Canadian 10-cent piece on our dime. Anyway, we went to a place there, and the lobster we had, it was garlic bread with pieces of lobster and like cheese and veggies and that with this like, you know, lobster sauce, butter kind of sauce. To me, that is a lobster roll. And there's Caesar salad. It had way too much garlic in it, and they're selling it for like $24. I don't think it was worth $24. Maybe half that price. Maybe. I guess because of the lobster, I would maybe pay $16, $18 for it. But anyhow, I wasn't paying. My sister decided to have to get us dinner because we were staying. We have a free place to stay for a couple of days, but anyhow. Yeah, to me that was more like a lobster sandwich. And sister's boyfriend, he asked like if we still had the Mick lobster roll here. I said we haven't had it the whole at McDonald's here at all since we've been living here. That's been almost 40 years now. But when we first came out here, moved out here, they did have fish and chips at McDonald's. But anyways, anybody who loves some Mexican pizza, to bring it back to talk about. I think that's all I have. Let me see if I can find something else here. It depends, right? Like, the more expensive the crab is, the more crab meat you're gonna get, basically, just like lobster. The bigger the lobster, the more it weighs, the more money it is, right? I don't know. Sorry, I'm just reading something here. So okay, I just give her a seems anything. That's interesting here. Is it talking about something you should know? No. This might be ways to choose the dry menu. Let's say something. There's really nothing interesting here. Okay, let's try fast food restaurants. So about for example, yeah. Huh? They should back and stay. Yeah, we were right about that. Interface with the option at checkout. Here's another one, I guess, if you're in the US, but Hardee's breakfast items are ranked worst to best. So the worst they're saying is the Hardee's breakfast platter. Hardee's breakfast platter is a menu item consisting of 1 biscuit with gravy, 2 pieces of bacon, 2 folded eggs, and a side of hash browns. According to Hardee's, some restaurants will also let you add sides of ham, sausage, chicken, steaks, roast sausage, or pork chops. Even without the extra side, the platter is a huge feast. They're saying they're not in love with this because, so we will get to, but some people, okay, we are not in love with this item, reasons we will get to, but some people are. It was a double header tonight. Oh, no problem, Piggy Trolls. Thank you for coming. You enjoy your weekend. I am on again tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern as well, if you want to come back and hang out there. I hope you have a good one. I know it's probably 1 million calories, this is what one user said, but Hardee's has the best breakfast platter anywhere for the money. However, even in this review, the person feels they must qualify their adoration for the Hardee's breakfast platter. They mentioned the meal's affordability and unhealthiness to downplay their compliment. The breakfast platter didn't look like the photo. Okay, you know what? Nothing is ever gonna look like the photo. I don't know why people say it doesn't look like the photo. The purpose really of the photo and advertising is just to entice you to want to buy the product, right? It's never ever gonna look like it does in the photo. Anyhow. Difficulty and consumption is the main issue with the dish. The amount of food, plus the fact it contains a biscuit and gravy, makes it impossible to eat on the go. You couldn't or shouldn't pick this up in the drive-thru line and eat it in the car. In theory, they like that they have this option to combine so many items, but it just doesn't work. Well, I wouldn't say just get it, still get in the drive-thru, right? But again, if you want to share it with somebody, you stop, you park your car, you eat, you share with the other person, and then you drive on. So that's what Heath and I do after we go through the drive-thru. We stop, we park, we eat, and then we go once we're done. You know what I mean? But anyhow, your second worst item is Frisco breakfast sandwich. Breakfast sandwich consists of ham, eggs, and 2 kinds of cheese, American and Swiss. 2 slices of sourdough toast, hold the whole thing together. In concept, it's a balanced sandwich, 2 kinds of cheese, 2 proteins, 2 pieces of bread, but in actuality, it doesn't come out so well. Pictures can be deceiving. At least one person who ordered this item discovered that when their dish arrived without eggs and on the wrong type of toast. Another experienced disappointment, writing the one in Virginia gave me two where the bread was just bread and not toasted. Ingredients prepared incorrectly. Um, that could definitely ruin your breakfast, right? Um, you're saying that the fresco breakfast sandwich has too much going on with it. 4 items need to be assembled. Perhaps that's asking too much of a fast food place. Well, yeah, because you want to get the breakfast out most fast food place to customers as soon as possible. You're actually timed in the drive-through. Not just how long, you're also timed for how long it takes you to take the order, and then how long they're at the drive-through window. Um, and head office in that of these fast food places take that very seriously. So, anyways, uh, yeah. More importantly, the first sandwich isn't made on a biscuit. Uh, these flaky, buttery baked goods are what the chain is known for. Okay. And if that's what you're known for, it should be on a biscuit. Anyways. Next item, sunrise croissant. Croissant? Produce sunrise croissant consists of American cheese, customer's choice of meat. Those choices that guests can choose between bacon, ham, or sausage. The website suggests choosing ham, but they won't. But you can choose whatever meat you want on it. Sandwich lacking in flavor. There's one person did reviews that didn't have much flavor. Yeah. Anyhow, loaded omelet biscuit. Look, the omelet is like. I don't know if you guys can see it. Yeah, the omelet is like taking over the biscuit. No big weekend plans, Mike. Keith and I are probably gonna go out somewhere for breakfast in the morning and then do our grocery shopping. That's pretty much it. Anyhow, to make Hardy's loaded omelet biscuit, bacon, sausage, crumbles, cheddar, and ham are put into folded eggs and then placed inside the biscuit. Then it was only available at Sorry, just my throat's a little cheap. It's my arms there. Anyhow. The item's only available at participating restaurants, so you may not be able to get this at every Hardee's. Monster biscuit. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This is just a monstrosity. The sausage patties, some bacon, ham, 2 slices of American cheese, and a folded egg are all stacked into another McCarty's monster biscuit. You have to be a monster, alright. That's pork chop and gravy biscuit. Okay, that looks interesting. Cinnamon roll, hardly any cinnamon on it. They actually look kind of dry to me. I don't know what you guys think. You try it? Yeah, I would try it just once, for a foodie kind of thing and to review it maybe, but yeah, I would never get it again. You know what I mean? I don't know. Now, biscuit and gravy, that's definitely a southern thing. I have an aunt who's from North Carolina, and I love her southern cooking. She makes the best grits and homemade biscuits and gravy. Anyways. And breaded chicken biscuit. That was just similar to the McDonald's one, except it's on the English muffin. I wish McDonald's here had biscuits. Hey, hello, might go bowling. Which trip is it manning the account? Probably Steve. Or it's all three. Okay, French toast dips. Those are just like French toast sticks at Burger King. That's what they look like to me. Anyway. Hash browns. Okay, this is just like ones you could get in the freezer at home. Like they're like the what was it? Tater tots, except they're coins. Coin shaped. Sausage biscuit. Okay, you're getting into the good stuff now. I'm assuming we're out of the worst category. Sausage and egg biscuit. Okay. It does look good though, but I don't see any cheese on it. That's right, I had some cheese. Our breakfast sandwiches. Like bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. That looks good. I think you guys can see it if I go sideways. Oh yeah, I definitely agree, Mike. Even here in Canada, I would say I would say that the hash browns are better at McDonald's. The Tim Hortons ones. I've never gotten a fresh one. Usually, like, it's harder than a hockey puck, unless you get the farmer's wrap, which is egg and cheese and bacon or sausage. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Yeah, Tim Hortons hash browns are crap. It's like you might as well play hockey with them. I think only once I've had a good hash brown at Tim Hortons, but I like the McDonald's ones better though, because they have this like crunchy kind of texture. Excuse me. You know what I mean? So, I think I like them better. I'll show you a picture of Zeus with his girlfriend. Where is the picture? I took it out here. So that black dog is Abby. That's Zeus in the background. I think I'll show you the video where they were playing. I think you can see it. I'll show you guys. This is when they just met, guys. Just met. They had just met. They were already playing. They got along right away. This is another one. The legs are for my sister. No, it was female actually. So I was saying it's his girlfriend. I'll show you her look when she wants something. That's her putting her nose on my knee because she wanted something. Oh, I'm saying that she's his girlfriend because she teased him and he tried to... Yeah, they're both fixed, yeah. Still, I don't want to get in the habit of doing that, right? Because since I'm napping... I hope you guys can see it, okay? Yeah. I took them to see the Citadel. I'll probably post these on Instagram later. I'll show you guys something right now. Sleep right at my feet. I'll show you guys something. Where's the photo? I think I deleted it. Oh, it's right in front of me. You guys know what this is. Canadians might know. It's the National Historic Site in Halifax. It's called the Citadel. Let me see if I've got a better one of it here. Maybe this will be able to see better here. I took my sister to see that. I wanted to walk down right to it, but my knee was sore and her knee was sore. It's a hereditary thing. I could go on anyhow. This is another picture of her staring. She's a very beautiful dog. Yeah, very smart. This is a video here. No, it's not a lighthouse. Sure, give me kisses. I took a picture of the historic sign. I'll see what it is. Halifax Citadel, built to defend against a land-based attack. The Halifax Citadel was the fourth in a series of forts to occupy this hill. The star-shaped fortress, completed in 1856, was the centerpiece of the extensive system of fortification constructed by the British military from 1749 to protect the strategic port, which by the mid-19th century had become one of four principal naval stations in the British Empire. Wow, so by the mid-19th century, Halifax Harbour was one of the main naval stations in the British Empire. That's a huge thing. Anyway, garrisoned by the British until the Canadian military assumed control of all Halifax defences in 1906. The Citadel stands today as a reminder of a rich colonial military past. That's what the Citadel is, yeah. Scotiabank Arena, I think my cares. Yeah, I'm not going to show you my sister's picture. She doesn't like her picture on social media, so. No. There's a picture of her dog again. She's not wearing her harness because we were just stepping out for a minute. It's a boat tour. Don't worry if you guys can't see these. I'm going to post them on Instagram and Facebook later. So don't worry if you can't see these too well. I'm not going to do it tonight, but maybe tomorrow if I remember. Stupid phone. Okay. It's just Halifax downtown there. Have you guys heard of Alexander Keys? You can, and they still have his house. It's a museum now. You could also tour the brewery pre-COVID, and you probably can again. I'd have to look into it. This is something Keith and I want to do, but yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah, so I'm sleeping with this pig. Okay, I'll tell you guys something funny. I'll show you the pictures here. This is Abby chewing on his favorite Zeus's bone. Zeus got it back, and now he's chewing it. Anyways, I'm glad I had a doggy friend to play with for a couple of days. It's sort of, yeah, like a duck boat like they have in Boston. Yeah, it's the same kind of thing. You could go in or out of the water, and it does tours and stuff like that. Yeah, when we saw them together, we were pretty sure Zeus is part lab and part Dutch Shepherd. Yeah. Oh, so all dogs are really good sense of smell. Like, I know Zeus does. He's always got his nose on the ground sniffing. Especially when we just finished eating dinner or something like that. I know, he and I might want to do a couple of touristy things just because we didn't do that stuff when we were here. Here on vacation, it'd just be fun to do, right? The problem is we don't have any time off together, so we were going to try and do some stuff together this weekend, but he might have to work Sunday, so yes, all dogs rock, that's for sure. I've always been, I'm not saying I don't hate cats, I've just always been a dog person. You know what I mean? Basically, I only had the two cats that we had when we lived in Burlington because I couldn't have a dog at the time. Like, my apartment wouldn't allow dogs, but they would cats, so. Anyways. Yeah, my foot is starting to fall asleep now because Zeus is sleeping on my foot. Oh boy. Really, Zeus? Hey. Yeah, he thinks they're gonna do a food video. That's what I think is over here. I don't know. The last cat I had came along. He was really old enough, but you couldn't pet him or anything. You tried to pet him, he'd like try and nip you, or he'd let you pet him for a few seconds and he'd bite you when he was done. He didn't want to pet it anymore. You know what I mean? He just wasn't very friendly. He didn't want to share me with anybody else. But anyways, I'm gonna get going, guys. This kid and I have stuff to do tomorrow. But I am gonna be back on tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Eastern. Thank you guys all for coming and hanging out. And I'll see you guys all tomorrow. If not, enjoy the rest of your weekend. But hope to see you tomorrow. Bye, guys. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell. Those of you who are new, make sure you have the bell set to all notifications so you don't miss anything. Thanks, everybody. Have a good weekend. Bye.